5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Never mind. That actually would have been a good question, though, if anybody had any questions about this raid. Should have asked before I pulled. That one was on me. 97% on the boss. But does anybody have any questions about this one? 100% will answer them. Careful that demolished. Gas, don't forget that demolished is your tank buster, but you want to wait to taunt until after the tank that got the demolished dot gets the gold arrow in their head. The reason you want to wait is so that the tank with the tank buster is rolling away from the boss. You want to make sure that the tank with the tank buster is rolling away from the boss. Be very careful on this difficulty not to run over any crabs. There are going to be crabs on top of the trash piles. Yeah, I just ran into one. You want to make sure you do not run into any of those crabs, because the crabs will blow up and they will deal a lot of damage to your party. Pulling in the scrap rocket, guys. Make sure you're up to those scrap rockets. Help out the healers a little bit. Spread out with the fire, but do not burn the trash. If we burn the trash piles, it will be hard for the people with the orbs to collect trash. As the tank, make sure you back up and you face away from the boss after you get the gold arrow on your head. You do not want to run your orbs straight into the boss. During this phase, when everybody's rolling around on their trash piles, you want to make sure that you just hit the crabs once to get them off the meat while we are burning all the trash. Be careful with the fire. We don't want to burn the trash. You want to hit those crabs one time to get the crabs off of the trash piles. Otherwise, the crabs will just sit on the trash piles, and people with the trash balls will run into them and blow up the party. So you want to be very careful with that. Make sure you are interrupting these scrap rockets. When Stix Bunkerjunker is doing this thing when he flies up in the sky and he starts to cast electricity everywhere, you want to make sure you are focusing down the ads and get some of these ads that we are behind on down. Incinerator again. Keep the fire away from the trash while spreading out with the fire. We do not want to burn our trash. We need our trash to go into the orbs so that we can blow up the bombs. You can actually run over ads with the trash. Just make sure you are not running over the crab ad. It is sometimes hard to tell which one the crab ad is. If you have a small trash pile, you cannot pick up the large trash piles. Be careful and make sure that you are trying to pick up the small trash piles if you have the small trash ball. If you're trying to determine if your trash ball is small or big, if the bar in the bottom center of your screen is below half, you are still on a small trash pile. If the bar in the bottom center of your screen is above half, you are on a big trash pile. Try to leave the small trash piles for people with the small trash balls. If we're out of large trash piles, then just pick up the small trash piles because we need people to blow up the bombs. Blowing up the bombs, that's just as important as staying away from the crabs. The bombs will one-shot the party. There were going to be 2 bombs on heroic difficulty that need to be blown up right away. Nice. So those guys, they both killed the bomb right at the same time. Blowing that hyena before it goes and eats our warlock. Boss has 51% left. Make sure you're using CCs and interrupts on these ads. The ads from dealing too much damage to your party. Balls and ads again. Again, be careful not to run into the crabs. Bombs are our top priority. We need those bombs down right away. Sorry, little guy. Melt it down. Yep. I ran into a crab. 2 seconds. Make sure you're using defensives. We are burning a lot of trash. We want to make sure that we are not doing that. Keep the trash alive. Keep the trash here for our... Thank you, Clap, for taunting that back. That was my bad. Interrupt the scrap rockets. Scrap rockets needs to be interrupted. Again, if you are on the floor, make sure you are hitting those crabs and getting the crabs off of the trash piles. Blow up the bombs right away. Run through all the ads with the bomb. Here, it is totally safe to use your abomination links. You can use your abomination links, you can pull all this trash together. It will not kill your party, it won't hurt your party. You're totally good to use your abomination links during this pull. Careful that fire, make sure you're spreading out with the fire and you are not burning the trash. All snaps. If you are on the orbs, don't forget, start with the small trash piles, then move to the large trash piles. Do not run over the crabs and focus down the 2 bombs first. If you are on the floor, focus on hitting the crab once to get it off of the trash pile so that our people on the falls can pick up those trash piles. Hold on, we're getting a little bit of lag. We're really fine. There we go. It just cut out a little bit. Careful those fire circles, make sure you're spreading out with those fire circles. 19% left on the boss. Balls and ads. Again, start with the small trash piles, then move to the big ones. Do not run over the crabs. Dibs. If you run into each other with the trash pile, you're gonna like bounce off each other like bumper cars. You want to try not to do that. Still a small trash pile. How is that even possible? There we go. Interrupt with scrap rockets. Don't move those scrap rockets up. Boss has 10% health left. Careful with these fire circles. Make sure you're spreading out with these fire circles. .7% left on the boss. 6%. Don't leave the ads behind. Don't forget about the ads. Watch those bombs. Bombs still need to be destroyed if you are on trash. I know it looks like the boss is almost dead, but don't forget about mechanics.